statements. And the financial statements, if you'd taken the finance course, you would know from somewhere in chapter 7 in the finance course they have here, what to look at for development of ratios. And you would actually now start to take a look at this company in terms of, can it pay its bills? Is it solvent? How well is it managing its assets? What's its debt? What does its debt look like? Is it generating income for its shareholders? What's its debt to equity ratio? How much of its equity is borrowed money? So all these questions begin to get answered. This is where you find the numbers to work with. Following all this stuff, I don't know what happened there. Okay, I just can't seem to get off that page.
Yes.
There we go. Following all that stuff are the footnotes to the financial statements. Here, let's take a look at the first of the financial statements, the income statement. We'll take a look at it. I'm not going to do any comparisons or anything like that. This is just to find where the statements are. Revenue. What is that, $9 billion? Operating income, $2 billion. Income before taxes, before income tax. Earnings from operations before. Well, let's take a look at net earnings, $1 billion. Information based on share. Earnings per share. I like basic, some people like fully diluted. $2.90 a share. Earnings per share is, well, that's $2.90 a share. Down here it's continuing, assuming dilution, $2.91 as opposed to $2.94. Cash dividends per share. So it made $2.94 a share. It paid out 88 cents a share in dividends. That's not shabby. Balance sheets, just like the stuff you had in accounting 1. Assets, liabilities, and equity. Can the company pay its bills? What's its current ratio? Current assets divided by current liabilities. 2.570 divided by 1.865. The answer is, before I do anything, yes, it can. It has more current assets than current liabilities. So it passes its current ratio test. But what happens if I pull out inventories? I'm going to say that inventories are materials and supplies. I'd have to look to make sure I'm right, but it says if I reduce that by 203, that would be 2,367 divided. So I'm still fine. Even if I pull out the inventories, this company can pay off its debts. It is a liquid company. Good in terms of liquidity. Debt to assets, debt to equity, we can do all those at our leisure. Cash flows. Cash flows come from operations, investing, and financing. And if I look at them, and operating cash flows are positive, investing are negative, and financing cash flows are also negative. Total cash flows are positive. Yes?
I have a question. Back to, like, I was looking at the Form 4, right? If the management, if you see that they sell a credible insider, if you see that they sell it at a certain price, should that be like the highest price you would hold the stock to?
No.
If they're selling it at that price?
No. Because if they're selling it at that price, you're reading it if that price is gone. It's going to take 30 days